one of them days, where everybody has always had to tell people once or twice, like, stop playing with me, like, you feel me, like, at a certain point in their life. So it was just like, all right, boom, that's gonna be the hook. That's like right, and I'm like, all right, she was playing with me today, he was playing with me yesterday, woo woo.
Trust me, I understand. I've had those days, especially being an entrepreneur and a business owner when people don't want to pay and you want
Right.
to tell them, stop playing with me.
Right.
Yeah, bitch, stop playing with me. I could have had some niggas come run in your spot. Bitch, stop playing with me.
What's good, guys? It's Cream, a.k.a. Miss Cream of the Crop, and you guys are on the throne with me on the Elite Radio Show right here on 216 Radio. Today's guest is Trece7ev. He's on the throne with me today. But before we get into the interview, I want to shout out Big 7, a.k.a. I am Big 7 on Instagram. You guys, if you don't know, Trece7ev is signed to the new label, New Elite Music Group. So we're going to get into this interview real quick. So Trece7ev, how are you this afternoon?
I'm good. I'm chilling. You know how it is. Living life. How you?
I'm amazing. I'm amazing. I see you in the car. You on the road, still on the road.
Yeah,
So how's the road been treating you? How's the road been treating you?
Good. You know. Like I said, like basically, like, I enjoy it. It's like one of the parts I enjoy the most, like going to different cities for me, doing shows. So it's like it always treats me well.
What's your favorite thing about being on the road?
Basically, getting in front of different crowd, like different people, exposing different people to the music, basically, because not everybody tuned in. So basically, getting people in tune. That's really my favorite part. That's how I like to look at it. Putting people on, basically.
Getting people, because I've gone to enough showcases, being someone that owns a radio station. I grew up in the entertainment business, and a lot of times you go to these showcases and you think everybody's gonna sound the same. Mm-hmm. Everybody's music is gonna sound the same, and you just be like, So what's it like when you get on stage and you have people like me that's been to 50 million showcases, and it's just like an everyday thing for us? You get on stage and all of a sudden their eyes light up, and they're like, this dude's actually pretty good. Like, how does that feel when you see those reactions change from not another artist to this dude's dope?
Right. That's one of my favorite parts, because it's like you said, like, a million people been to a million showcases, I've seen a million artists, heard a million songs. So it's like to get positive feedback and reactions from not like while I'm performing. It's like, it's like it gas you up a little bit. So then you feel me? I just turn the show up more, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel it. So what has been your favorite city so far to travel to? I know you've gone to A3C, you've gone to several different cities. So which one of the cities that you've traveled to recently has been your favorite, and why?
Recently, we went to A3C event in Atlanta, and that was my favorite because, like I said again, the crowd reaction, you feel me? The crowd, the song catch, they saying the hook bag, you feel me? They in tune with the performance, so it's like, that was just like one of my top ones, and they just going to keep getting better and better. So that's why it's my favorite.
Absolutely. I understand. Because people have to understand, like, when you're at a show, like, artists feed off of your energy. And the more energy you give them, the more energy they can give back to you. So you're from Newark, New Jersey, a.k.a. Brick City. So do you feel any pressure as an up-and-coming artist? Because you're new right now. You're up-and-coming, you're indie. Do you feel any pressure coming from a city that birthed artists like Redman, Queen Latifah, and Rod Diggs?
Honestly, yes and no. Because it's like, all right, boom, just like the names that you mentioned. If I ain't gonna say live up to their name, but you feel me, have as much as the impact as they did, or mean as much to the culture as they did. It's like, all right, I feel like a little bit of a letdown, you feel me? But no, because I want to create my own wave. I want to do everything my own way. So it's like, I ain't really too focused on it to where it's a cloud, like, I got to woo for them. But, so yeah, yes and no, pressure and no pressure.
I got you. I feel you. Because it's like you said, you have your own wave to worry about and build, which you're doing right now. Like we mentioned with the creative marketing, with the Stop Playing With Me. So you have that wave, but also it's like, I know these people came before me and they made the city look good, so I got to make sure I do the same thing. So I definitely understand that. Right. So you guys have come up with some creative ways to market that song. And, like, extremely creative. And I think besides the song being real catchy, the creative marketing also helps with everyone really just having that song on their mind and really start, you know, and then the hook is real catchy, the whole Stop Playing With Me. Like, you can't help but sing after you've seen those videos.
Right. Well, definitely.
How did you come up with the concept for that track?
Honestly, it's like, all right, boom, so I'm going to just break down the day. I honestly wrote the song in like 30 minutes. It was like one of them days, you know, where everybody has always had to tell people once or twice, like, stop playing with me, like, you feel me, like, at a certain point in their life. So it was just like, all right, boom, that's gonna be the hook. And I started writing. I'm like, all right, she was playing with me today, he was playing with me yesterday, woo woo. And it was just like, it really was just that, like, all into a song, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah. So just life on paper.
Right, exactly.
Trust me, I understand. I've had those days, especially being an entrepreneur and a business owner when people don't want to pay. And you want to tell them, stop playing with me.
Right.
Stop playing with me and run me my money.
Exactly. Any situation, and it's universal. That's why it also hit home for like a lot of people, because anybody can say it, anybody can use it, any situation. So it's like, of course, it gotta go if it's like everybody can say. If that makes sense.
Exactly. So knowing that, like we talked about you being from Brick City earlier, and talking about at least some of the artists that city has birthed. So considering the fact that you pretty much are or have been around a lot of music and hip hop, who would you say is your biggest influence as an artist?
As an artist, my favorite rapper is Eminem. So I'm gonna just say Eminem just out the gate. Even though that ain't home, it's still like I feel like he influenced me. You feel me? To like, I don't know. I just feel like he the best. So it's like, of course, you gonna pick something up from, you feel what I'm saying, somebody you look at like that, or you hold in that regard.
Right.
So I feel like him, honestly.
I mean, M can spit. Like, regardless of how people feel about him, you can't really take his lyricism away from him.
Yeah, nah.
And when he had his run, like, he was on the run, like, from his music videos, the creativity, and I can see, you know, how that could be an influence with you as far as, like I said, the way that you guys have the creative marketing behind the song Stop Playing With Me. With that track, I always like to have artists shout out the producers and whomever else helped them with the music, because a lot of times producers don't really get the love that they deserve. So who produced that track for you?
That was produced by Ramsey Beats, RAMSEY Beats. He on YouTube, or I guess across all platforms. He the producer that made that beat.
Okay,
and we put his name on the what's the name? We shouted him out. I forgot what we did, but we made sure he got his credit. Because just like you said, a lot of producers don't get their credit for it.
Right, absolutely. And I always make sure whenever I'm interviewing anybody, I ask them, like, who collaborated with you on the track, who was the producer, because we want to make sure they get their love too. Like, you know, a lot of times with producers, that song, Stop Playing With Me, can relate to them too. Stop playing with me and give me my credit.
Right.
So you are amongst a lot of other up-and-coming rappers and artists. What makes you stand out from everybody else?
What made me stand out? I feel like as far as like, if you in a class with people, you want to a certain degree pay attention to your classmates, or you feel what I'm saying? It ain't a competition, but it's still like, all right, let me assess who I'm running with, who, you feel what I'm saying, who on my level, who not, who. So as far as being different from anybody else, I feel like this right here is different. Like, it's like, I don't know, like I got schemes, punchlines, melodies. It's like everything in one, and a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people either stuck in one lane, or can't cross over, or only rap about the same thing, or their content got them stagnant. So I feel like me just being a wild card made me different. But
Right.
A lot, basically.
Okay. So if you guys are tuned in online, which most of you guys are, he's pointing to his head. They can't see you. Only I can see you. So his mind, his thinking makes him different. So if you're just tuning in, you guys are on the throne with me. I'm Cream, a.k.a. Miss Cream of the Crop. You're on the Lead Radio Show with me and Trece7ev. And we're talking to him about his new single, Stop Playing With Me. Well, actually, it's not new. It's been out for a minute, but I played the track Winning before you came on. That is your new single. It dropped on the 28th. So it sounds like you would, like in Cleveland, we call it hollering. It sounds like you was hollering that track. Like you was letting everybody in your neighborhood and your city know, like, again, you were saying Stop Playing With Me in another way. So
basically.
Tell me about Winning. Tell me about Winning. And then I sum it up for you.
So Winning basically like I feel like can nobody mess with me, like, and if you hating, it's like you feel it's like the hook. I feel like the best side of my city. So boom, that right then and there, that's already self-explanatory. I feel like you feel what I'm saying. I feel like that. So, but then basically the song is just about just basically staying in your lane. You feel me, doing what you do best, and you feeling like you're the best at what you do, basically.
Right.
But that be anything, sports. You don't gotta be rapping, sports, singing, anything. You're the best out of your city. That's basically what that song about, basically.
Yeah, like I said, like we call it in Cleveland, we call it he hollering on the track. He's hollering. You in your bag for real. You in your bag. That's pretty much what we're saying. Like you was in your bag on that track. Winning just dropped on the 28th. Stop Playing With Me dropped on actually Valentine's Day. So what made you guys drop that track on Valentine's Day?
Honestly, it wasn't. I think it was just because it was a holiday. It don't got no significance. I mean, it's not a love song for us, so we just, we had just dropped it there.
Yeah. So you're working on your EP right now.
Yes, ma'am.
So, what can we expect when the EP drops?
As far as like on the EP, like what to look out for?
Yeah.
Diversity. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say like no two songs gonna sound the same. And so I feel like that going and also going with the selection, it's like, all right, everybody should have a favorite song because I didn't want to box myself in.
Right. So you're gonna do a 5-song EP or a 7-song EP?
Or nah, it's actually a 10-song mixtape. That's actually what it is for real.
Oh, so you're dropping a mixtape?
Yeah,
okay.
tape. Yeah.
So you switched it from an EP. You like, nah.
Yeah. Nah. I got
more.
It's about that time.
Okay. You said it's time for them. They gotta feel me right now. I dropped Winning. They know how I'm feeling right now. I told them to stop playing with me. I let them know I'm winning right now. They see me on the road. I'm busy. I'm doing my interviews from the driver's seat. So now they gotta feel me with this mixtape. So
they got to.
So do you have a time frame in which you're dropping it, or is that a secret?
That's a secret. That's a secret. It's long overdue, so I ain't gonna make everybody wait too long because I have been people asking me about it to drop it. They want to tape coming, this and that. So I'm gonna just drop it on. I ain't gonna let them know when it's coming.
You don't drop it and just be like, you should have been waiting already.
That's exactly right. If you ain't tuned in now, then look, you still waiting now. Look.
Exactly. A lot of times people like you might want to be my hater, but at the end of the day, you really like me.
Yeah,
listen,
any situation.
Exactly.
Like,
it's like even if somebody wants to say they don't like you, they have to say they like that song. If they don't like the song, they at least know the hook.
Right.
They at least know the hook.
It's undeniable.
Exactly, it definitely is. So I want to ask you this. A lot of times when I do interviews, I ask artists. I have a segment called This or That. But for you, knowing that Eminem is your favorite artist, so I don't know, that might already be the answer that you give.
Okay.
I didn't know that you were gonna say that. But the question, I didn't want to do this or that with you, but I wanted to ask you, what artist, what song, or verse do you know word for word, and you can keep on repeat?
Of any artist?
Any artist.
Any artist. Probably what's the name of the song? Is it Drop the World? It's a song with M and Lil Wayne. I know both their parts. Word for word. I used to bump it every year. I think it's Drop the World with M and Lil Wayne. That's back when he was going crazy though. That's like, I have to remember that. Like,
so you know both of their verses word for word.
I know M verse more so than Wayne verse. I'm gonna say that. I still gotta get Wayne verse fully down packed. Like I still got, you feel me?
Man, cause but the thing with Wayne is like you think you have it slowed down, and then he'll get on the track and he'll be Wayne like at the beginning of he'll be Wayne for a couple bars. He'll switch it up.
Just start wilding, like, just start. I said, yeah. That's what makes him one of the greats, though. I ain't gonna hold. Like, a lot of people can't do that.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. That's a dope song. That's a dope track. So from that track, out of all other tracks, all other songs, why does that song stand out the most to you, and why is that your favorite?
I think because it's like, I think the video did it for me. Like, the video was hard. It was on some like purge, like everybody just wilding out, like. So it was a dope visual, and then the song I just like when anytime M rap, as long as it's not a bad song, he wilds.
Yeah.
So it was just like they both wild on the song. So I'm like, oh nah, this is like top two, not two. Like this is the one. Like I was just like, yeah, this
is the one, right? I got you. I feel you. And the fact that you know M's verse word for word, that's incredible.
I feel like if I can learn M verses, anybody verses is bound to get learned.
A piece of cake, yeah. Because M is.
Right.
You gotta have breath control. You gotta have
all
everything control.
You know how to pronounce the words he's saying, even if you ain't hear them before, because he be violent.
You gotta keep playing that back. You gotta keep playing M's verses back and back and back and back and back and back and back.
Definitely.
So I think that's dope. So it sounds like to me like you're an artist that's more focused on lyricism. So a lot of times I like to ask artists, do they go for lyrics, the beat, or do you write first? Do you write first, or do you need a beat?
The beat determines what I'm writing about.
Okay.
So I listen to a beat, and if I don't want to be talking about sad stuff on a turn up beat, or you feel me, club stuff on a soft beat, you feel what I'm saying? So that'll determine where my thought process go with it. Like, all right, cool, this is what we on. So I hit a beat and then write.
So sometimes you ever just have like, do you ever just write songs and you don't have a beat for it, and you get a beat made for it?
Now that, no. But what I do is I'll like throughout my day I'll write like a bar or two down. Anything that comes to my brain, I write it down, boom, write it down, and then by the time it's time to make the song, or I hear a beat that I like, I'll throw the bars or the lines or whatever I wrote down in there. So that's how I help with like the process, because I'm always thinking about, you feel me, lyrics. So
that's your writing process. Okay. That's dope. That's dope. I'm always intrigued by artists' writing process and how they write. Everybody's writing process is different. So one other controversy that's in hip-hop right now is writing versus ghostwriters. So how do you feel about artists that have ghostwriters?
I feel like it's nothing wrong with a ghostwriter, like, as far as, like, all right, boom, say I write a song, and then I don't sound right on the song, but I get a song to Craig from down the block, and he kill it. As far as that go, it's like, all right, boom, that's cool. But as far as somebody just writing your music and making your music, and I feel like it's just like, all you is the image at this point. Like, it ain't no real, ain't nothing going into it, ain't nothing. I get a song from him every Friday. All I gotta do is show up and perform it. It don't really hit for me. Like,
right.
It should, like.
Right. So there's a lot of controversy with that right now. I just feel like a lot of people have been, because some people are okay with it and some people aren't okay with it, but I just think that a lot of people these days aren't really savvy when it comes to being, to the entertainment business. I think the internet has made the business so forefront and in our faces that people don't really realize being an artist is a business. You know, being an artist is you're actually, you are the business. You are your brand.
Right.
So I think a lot of times that whole argument about whether or not, like you said, you show up on Friday and you stand in front of the mic for this person that somebody created versus someone like yourself and other artists that actually write their rhymes and write their verses. I don't think people really understand the importance of having that balance. Of having artists that can write. But like you said, too, you know, there are a lot of greats that do have other people that collaborate on music with them. Yeah. It doesn't take away from their artistry. Because if you've been rapping for 20, 30, 40 years, like...
Yeah. Nah, that's cool. I respect that. As far as like, like, you'll see a song and then a writer credits, you'll see somebody else's name. It's like, ain't nothing wrong with that, honestly. But if
Yeah.
you're writing full-fledged songs and all you doing is hitting the booth and just saying the words off the paper, it's like it's kind of draining the craft. Like it's like I don't know. I guess that's just how I look at it. Maybe I'm taking it too personal. I don't know.
No. You have every right to feel that way because you are a part of the industry. Like this is your brand. This is who you are. And we still need people that represent the part of the brand and the part of the entertainment business that still see writing as important as it should be. Because I said, I don't think a lot of people. I think we kind of got away from that, and people were like, "Nah, it's cool if this person shows up and be Milli Vanilli." It's like, nah, not really.
Right.
I feel like it kind of loses the essence of hip hop if everybody's doing that. It can be a few, but I feel like the majority of the business shouldn't be that. We should still have the essence of hip hop there because that's the basis of what this genre was built on. Was writing from the heart, writing about what you see around you, and just being real in the lyrics and lyricism. So I'm gonna assume one of the 5 elements of hip hop that's your favorite is MCing. I assume, unless do you know?
The
First of all, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Do you even know what the 5 elements of hip hop are?
I just asked you what's the other 4. I don't even know what the other 4 is.
Yeah, so the 5 elements: MCing, beatboxing, breaking, DJing. What do you think the last one is? Think of all elements of hip hop.
So MCing, breaking.
You probably won't get this one.
MCing, breaking. Well, you said MCing, breaking, DJing,
beatboxing, DJing, graffiti artist.
I wouldn't have got that one.
I knew it. I should have said that one and left the other one. Like one of the
I wouldn't have got that one. Nah. But nah, MCing, that would be my.
So what? So is it MC still your favorite one?
Yeah.
Out of all the elements.
Right.
See, you learned something. Now
I didn't even know it was elements. I was just thinking it's all one big genre, like one.
Oh yeah, no. There's 5 elements to hip hop.
Okay.
That's what I love to do. Like I love to inform on my shows or my interviews as well. So now you know the 5 elements of hip hop. Now you one step above all the other indie artists out there.
Right. Fact. You know.
So now you got the lyrics, you got the look, you got everything, and you know the 5 elements. I bet they don't know that. They don't know.
I'm gonna just go around asking people that, like, do you know the 5 elements? Or?
No, not you. Like you about to get them. Like, yeah, I bet you don't know this, do you?
Right, boy.
So Stop Playing With Me. We didn't play that song yet. We played Winning. So we're gonna go ahead and play Stop Playing With Me. But before we play that track, I need you to introduce it, and then we're going to play it, and then we'll come back, and I'll let you get on with your day because I know you're busy. But is there anything else before we play this track that you want to let everybody know?
Nah, just basically, I just want to speak to the up-and-coming artists, like as far as those who just get started out, you feel me, or having a hard time finding a place to set their feet or grounding themselves so they could really chase their dreams or whatever. My one advice would be to find a team or people or somebody who know what they doing for real. Like, everybody be trying to put on Uncle Bob and Aunt Jessie, but you need a team of people who know what they doing so y'all get where y'all need to go. That's really it, honestly.
Absolutely. Like I said earlier, this is a business, and people have to understand that when you become an artist, you are a brand. You are the face of your brand.
Right.
The entertainment business, anything else is seen as a hobby.
Right. Literally.
So let's go ahead and introduce this track. Well, not let's. You go ahead and introduce Stop Playing With Me. And then we'll play it for everybody else.
All right, man. Y'all know who it is, man. Trece7ev. This right here, Stop Playing With Me, man. If y'all ever had anybody just playing with you throughout the day, throw this on. You have somebody playing with you at work, throw this on. You feel me? Anybody playing with you at any point ever, throw this on. You already know what it is, man. Mr. Stop Playing With Me. Let's get it. Stop playing with me. I could have had you Stop playing with me.
We're back on the throne with Trece7ev. That was Stop Playing With Me. The song is self-explanatory. I'm Cream, a.k.a. Miss Cream of the Crop. We still got Trece7ev on the throne with me on the Elite Radio Show right now, 160 Radio. So, Trece7ev, let everyone know how they can keep up with you, because you're on the road right now, so you might pop up in their city, so let them know how they can keep up where you're going to be next, where they can find your music. If they want to collab with you, give them everything.
I bet. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all can follow me across all platforms at the letter TRECE, the number 7, EV. Same across all platforms. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, everything. Same thing.
Yeah, so make sure you guys keep up with Trece7ev. Like I said, he's on the road right now. He's been working hard. They got the creative marketing coming out daily. So make sure you guys keep up with him. Look, I'm telling you right now, Cream told you, don't sleep on Trece7ev. I'm telling you right now, don't sleep. Don't sleep. He's bringing you the lyrics, he's bringing you everything, and he's been telling you since February 14th, stop playing. Now he's telling you guys that he's winning. So thank you guys so much for being on the throne with me right here on 216 Elite Radio. On the Elite Radio Show, I'm Cream, a.k.a. Miss Cream of the Crop. And I tell you guys this every single Saturday. My Saturday is better than your Saturday, so you owe me a thank you card for making your Saturday better. Have a great day.